Pennsylvania man, who's been jailed 3 times, turned over a new leaf to become the state's youngest judge at the age of 27. Hanif Johnson, a student at Penn State University in 2012, once walked into a courtroom in shackles and handcuffs for a hearing on charges of simple assault, conspiracy, and harassment. 12 years later, Johnson found himself sitting on the bench as the youngest judge ever elected in the state of Pennsylvania. In 2017, he defeated Republican candidate Claude Phillips with 73% of the vote to win the election for the Dauphin Magisterial District. Can I just ask, how fucking bad was Claude Phillips that a 3-time ex-con was able to get 73% of the vote to become a judge? What the fuck is happening in Pennsylvania? Claude Phillips L. The inmates literally run the asylum? Truly and really. Oh, God. Was the other guy a 4-time ex-con? He wasn't bad at all. Left-wingers are retarded. It's just like, why would you want an ex-con as your fucking judge? That just seems dumb. Vote blue no matter who. Reflecting on his troubled teenage years, he wrote on social media, "The chance of losing my freedom and also all the work I did to stay out of trouble, that's a huge reason I have an open mind and a different perspective."
Is it bad to be attracted to a cartoon fox that you don't even know that well?
Born and raised in Harrisburg, Johnson had a difficult childhood before he discovered his passion in track and field. "My mother was an addict, my dad was an addict, my grandmother was an addict, my aunt was an addict, my uncle was an addict, my grandfather was an addict, my entire immediate family was all addicts." I'm sensing a pattern here. There's a little bit of a pattern I'm noticing. "We had 8 people sleeping in a 2-bedroom at one point of my time. My mom had the biggest heart and took other families' kids in all the time." Oh, just like my mom. Just like my mom. That's why I didn't have a bedroom. So he became an addict, addicted to power. At Harrisburg High School, he decided to try out for the track team, a decision that forever changed his life. "One day, I decided this ain't the way I want to live my life. So I started running track. Track actually saved my life," he told HuffPost in a 2018 interview. He won the 2007 PIAA triple jump state champion before he became the track and field team captain at Penn State University. By the time he stood trial for hazing as a member of the Omega Psi Phi fraternity, he already had 2 cases on record. "The police don't tell us nothing at all why they're arresting us. They take us downtown and make us sit there for 13 hours, he said of his first offense. The second arrest occurred when he was observing the deliberation of a case that he was interested in, he said. What? He was observing the deliberation of a case he was interested in. Was his second arrest. That doesn't seem real. During a recess, the police snatched me up and I pushed him. I didn't know he was an officer. They arrested me, charging me with intimidation of a witness during a murder trial. I feel like we're missing some of the details here. I feel like there are some details being left out of this recount. I went to the casino the night before, so I have $500 in my pocket and I bailed out. My old gym teacher was a bail bondsman, got the call from State College. They said the DA said turn myself in. In 2012, Johnson, the president of his fraternity, Omega Psi Phi, and 2 other students stood trial for hazing allegations. No one on the jury looks like me. I had to pay $12,000 for a simple assault case. I went to court in shackles and handcuffs. It was wild they came back with a verdict of not guilty, he said. I feel like this is a very bad attitude. I had to pay $12,000 for a simple assault. How about just don't assault people? I was like, I know that might be difficult to grasp, but like, and after reading the way that he feels about these cases he was involved in, my mind literally goes back to the beginning of this article where I was just like, why would you want a convicted felon or whatever the fuck, an ex-con, whatever the fuck he was. I don't want to say felon in case he wasn't. But like, why would you want this as your judge? Because all he's going to do is be lenient on everyone that comes across his bench. Simple assault, you wonder if that's a legal defense? I was like, at my high school, there were people who got arrested for hazing. Because they sodomized someone with a banana. It's like, how about you just don't do that? How about you just don't assault other people? Like, I just don't understand. Mostly peaceful hazing. Yeah. Bro, what the fuck? Convicted felon, you thought he hated those. How do you do that with a banana? Well, you leave the banana in its peel, and then you hold down the person in question, and then you penetrate their orifices with said banana.
I fucked up by trying to inflate my penis like a dick balloon. I want to read that one.
Binary Eclipse, thank you for the 10. The controlled demolition of a society. True. Amazing Atheist went to your high school. How about not sodomizing other people? You know, I would think that's the default opinion, right? But apparently I'm wrong. I couldn't even work for Uber after being found not guilty. My arrest record was used against me. I went to jail for 2 weeks, and I went to trial. Thank God I won, Johnson recalled. That was one of the happiest days. I just felt like my life was going to be taken from me. Why would you want someone with this kind of attitude being your judge? He's not reflecting on what he did. He's not thinking what he did was wrong. He's thinking all of these people are out to get me, and they're going to take my life from me. Not that his actions are what created this situation. This is like insanity to me. How does anyone want this to be their judge? After graduation, Johnson served as a family resource specialist in his hometown to help at-risk youth. But the interactions with law enforcement propelled Johnson to pursue a career in law. A magisterial... Am I pronouncing that right? That feels like not a real word. Trish Chad, thank you for the 5. Bro, your hazing was us beating the hell out of each other until we dropped. What went wrong here? I don't know, man. Yes, it's a real word. I don't know. I just feel like I'm saying it weird, and it makes me feel like I'm wearing a wizard hat. A magisterial district judge is a position elected by residents and doesn't require a law degree. So Johnson took a brave step to embark on the campaign. Why is there a district judge position that doesn't require a law degree? I feel like the more that I learn about my justice system, the more disappointed in it I become. Doesn't require a law degree. What the? Yeah, it's a clown court. Tropical wizard. Because democracy is retarded. What is happening? Being that I live in the area, they know me. I know the people. I know what's going on. The father of 2 said. I think it's the first time they said that he has kids. Someone had sex with this. Someone procreated with this level of lack of self-awareness. You have single moms that can't pay a parking ticket. I have the control to make life easier for her, rather than someone from out of town who don't understand that a $100 ticket might be too much for her, and she ends up in jail over that ticket. While he was on the campaign trail, people closed the door in his face while laughing at him. Good! Where were those people when it came time to vote? After the 4th or 5th conversation, I would ask them who they're voting for, and they would say me. I've changed my mind. I no longer want to nuke California. Let's nuke Pennsylvania first. I don't know what's happening there, but we can't let it spread. Last year, Johnson was re-elected as the magisterial district judge with 96% of the votes. When I saw the way he butchered the English language, I wondered how he got into law school. Then I saw that a law degree was not required for his position. I'm not sure what to say, chat. This is insane. This is like the inmates run the asylum article I have read thus far. Give us turnout numbers. 96% of 20 voters isn't much. I have more nose cummies. I'm sorry. I don't know why my nose is dying today. Alright. Nose cummies taken care of. Please don't mute. Why are you like this? No degree required. You're moving to Pennsylvania. Always wanted your pronouns to be your honor. True. You don't like the result? Vote in the local elections? Yeah, people frequently forget about the local elections, but they are just as important. Why is my nose so horny today? I don't know. Maybe pollen is freaking out outside. I have no idea. Why would a judge need a law degree? It's not like you hire a chef based on their ability to cook. It's just a ticket judge. You don't need a medical degree to be a coroner. Actually, though? That seems weird. Alright. Moving on from despair to a different kind of despair. Garrett Grant, thank you for the 2. Wait, Kirsche. You live in Pennsylvania. Just nuke Philly. I hope you can escape.